That tastes like promotion. We've all heard that phrase before. Wow. We've only gone and done it again the morning after the day before. And to be quite frank with you, I do not know how we won that game. But we won the game. And we march on. The dream is on. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share as always. If you're loyal and have yet to have done that, I do not know what you are doing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever and whoever might be watching this video. We've only gone and done it again. This is becoming a very good habit that I do not want to see my players snap out of. We have won again. We have won again. And quite frankly, like I said in my intro, I do not know how we won that game. I do not know how we won that game. Because going off the first half alone, we should have been 2 or 3-1 down. 2 or 3-1 down. We've ride our luck yesterday. And maybe the football gods do exist. Because I think that is the only reason who has pulled us through to yet another away win. 4 away wins on the bounce. And we are on the march. We are on the march. 1 point outside the automatic promotion places and Middlesbrough. I think that they play today or tomorrow. They play host to QPR. So this is on, lads. The dream is on. Let's jump into the game because the game got messed about. The structure, like I also said in my full time yesterday, go and check it out if you haven't already. The structure of the game was completely and utterly messed about. At the start of the game, through Capadon's injury, he pulls up in the warm up. Hopefully that's not too bad. And from there, you can see it. The structure of the team was all wrong. Maybe not the structure, but the layout of the team was all wrong, shall we say, or the structure, put it however you want to put it. Because I don't think Alex Neil wanted to do that. Go with that sort of system and players in the first place. Capadon's injury meant that Tommy Watson needed to come in and replace him, which meant Reece Williams come on the bench. Tommy, he didn't take his chance. He's not a bad footballer, but he didn't take his chance, and maybe he was a bit shell shocked maybe of starting because, yes. I don't know, but we didn't get going at all in the first half. We were better in the second half because I think Alex put the players on the pitch that he wanted to start with in the first place, and the structure, like I also said in my full time yesterday. But first half was a non-event really. We are lucky to not be 1-0 down before we score. Hull City flood forward. They play with confidence. They play with fluency at the top end of the pitch. And talk about the pitch didn't help us play our normal game. We couldn't get close, and the pitch is big up at the K-Con, isn't it? We couldn't get close to them. We didn't really get. Yeah, we let them have too much space on the ball, and we just didn't get going. Hull City get going. They come out of the traps quicker than us, sharper than us at first every ball. And they flood forward. They should have scored before somehow we opened the score, and I'll get onto that in a minute. They flood forward. They hit the bar twice. They have a goal disallowed, but that's later on in the game. They flood forward. They look a good team, Hull, with some good individual talents at the top end of the pitch, especially Ollie McBurney. Joseph, I think, gave Sturge a torrid time all afternoon. Ollie McBurney being a proper old school championship centre forward, holding the ball up. And I think we dealt with it a little bit better in the second half, but Hull flood forward, start strong, come out the traps, have shots after shots, hit the bar twice, and I don't know how they do not go 1-0 up. They hit the bar twice, but They don't. They don't go 1-0 up. We stay strong. We hold our shape. If we had any shape at all about us in the first half, and we flood forward. It's a set piece again, in by Femi Aziz, who I thought was quiet in the first half especially. Straight onto the head of Christian Kramer, finds his partner in crime, Juicy J Cooper, and volleys it underside of the crossbar, bounces on the line and into the roof of the net, and we're somehow 1-0 up. We are somehow 1-0 up. But you got to take it. You got to hold in there. You got to hold strong, which we did. We must have done. And then they instantly equalised. Really good place by Hull. It was a lack of communication from us. Really, the defence pulled apart a little bit. 1-2. Thanks for coming. And there's Joe Gelhardt to equalise almost immediately. 4 minutes, I think it was. And then it's just let's be real. It's domination from Hull. We hold on. We somehow survive. We somehow survive all the way up until half time, and then we regroup. We come out a little bit better. We come out with a bit more of a structure about our work, and we somehow look better in the second half. We get on the ball. We pump our chest out. We try and use the conditions by the looks of it to the best of our ability, and we flood forward, and we somehow score a goal. It's a shocking goal to concede from a Hull City point of view, but Millwall we'll take that all day long. I don't know how we score. I actually do not know how we score. The keeper completely and utterly missed the ball. Completely and utterly jumps over the ball. Don't even touch the ball. He jumps over the ball, and there's Ivanovic to roll it in to an empty net for the easiest goal he will ever score in his professional career. And we're 2-1 up. And from there, we grow a little bit. Shocking defending error by I don't know, Ajayi, is it? Straight ball into the midfield, picked up by Josh Coburn. And Josh Coburn, he was superb yesterday, but my man of the match by an absolute mile was Danny McNamara, because I thought he dealt with Miller to the best of his ability so well. Danny, so well done to him. But what's his name? Josh Coburn picks the ball up, just drives, had loads of time to think about it. Defender in front of him shifts it, and literally just goes, you know what, fuck off. Puts it straight into the bottom corner, and Millwall in dreamland. And from there, we do the basics well. We got something to hold on to, and we see the game out. But I don't know how we won, but we've won, and that's a sign of a good team. And if you're not playing well, realise you're not playing well, like I also said in my video yesterday, and fix it at half time. I don't know what the subs were doing. I don't know what we were playing, but Alex goes for it, and it's paid off. Kamel Negley goes to left back due to Alfie Dowerty's injury. That's not looking too good for him. So I'm so sorry for him. Comes on at half time after a little bit of a reshuffle, and only lasts about 10-15 minutes, wasn't it? Like I said, Barrow was in our way yesterday, and we managed to get the job done. So, sign of a good team. I don't really care about the performances at this stage of the season, but I do not know how we've won. Hull look a good team. They've got some good movement up at the top end of the pitch, and some players I would have liked Millwall to sign in the summer. And I think they used the pitch a little bit better than us. I don't think we could have. We were getting pulled apart a little bit down the left-hand side, but Danny McNamara coming yesterday and was superb for the injured Ryan Leonard. My man and match by an absolute mile. Hull City also have a goal disallowed. I don't know how that goal gets disallowed. If we get that goal disallowed, I'm splitting feathers. But it was, and we somehow walk away with a 2-1 win. 3-1 win, sorry. Two good goals, good assists, good ball across the box by, obviously, Femi Aziz, but the keeper, mate, Rastafari, I don't know how the keeper's missed it, and if Pato misses that, I'm punching him in the throat, because I don't know how he scored, basically, but he has, like I said, and then there's Josh Coburn to put the icing on the cake. But we did get away with one yesterday, but that's a sign of a good team. We wasn't good in the first half, but we were a little bit better in the second half, and we march on back to third. And yeah, I'm going to go and watch the rest of the FA Cup weekend, sing some beers, and the pressure's on Middlesbrough. 1 point behind Middlesbrough, with them to come in the next couple of weeks. Something's building there, because like I said, even if you don't play it well, just win games. Tactical masterclass by Alex Neil, really, to do what he done at the top end of the pitch, to realise that maybe we could nick something. And we did, and it paid off. So wonderful management by him. I hope the boys that went off injured are okay, and we go again. It's somehow finished at the cake on, whatever it's called. Hull City 1, Millwall 3. We're on the march, and the dream is on. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share as always. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Come on, your Lions.